Hey everybody, this is Cynthia Maynard, and I have a French baguette bread machine recipe for you. Of course, always put your ingredients in the order of your manual. Starting off with a cup of warm water and putting that in, and then I've got some bread flour here. You can use all-purpose flour if you've got that, but bread flour has a great amount of protein in it that makes just a nice fluffy bread on the inside. And I've got 2 3/4 cup of that. Now I'm going to have the recipe down below, so don't freak out if you can't write all this down. And also on my blog, there will be a post about that. So I'm doing the scoop and level method with that. I've got a tablespoon of sugar. You can use white cane sugar. Mine's kind of a healthier sugar there, but whatever you have. And I have about a teaspoon of salt. I'm using kosher salt. Then I'm using some bread machine yeast, or you could use quick rise yeast. In a pinch, you could just use regular yeast, but this is to ensure that it gets fluffy quickly. And there is a 1.5 teaspoons of that going in. And then we are going to go ahead, it's just that easy. We're going to put it in our bread machine on the dough cycle. For me, the dough cycle is setting number 7, and it lasts an hour and a half. So I'm going to go ahead and punch the buttons there until I get to number 7. I accidentally went past it. Take this opportunity, if you could hit like and subscribe, that would be great. And check out my blog and Etsy shop. I would be very much thankful for that, I should say. I'm getting over a sickness here. I'm going to flour a surface, use whatever surface you have available to you. And we're going to take our dough that's gone through our dough cycle, and we're going to put it out onto that surface and let it rest. That way we're able to roll it out. If you don't let it rest, everything kind of gets tight and it wants to cling back on itself. So this is a step that's pretty important, just to kind of give it 10 minutes or so, just to sit there and kind of say, okay, I'm relaxed now, I can do your bidding. and then it's easier to roll out with a rolling pin. So I'm going to just cover that so it doesn't get any dry out from the air there. So I'm going to put a towel, just a light tea towel type of thing, over the top of that. And when that's done, excuse me, getting over a cold. When that's done, we are going to divide this dough into half. So this is going to make 2 loaves. And you're going to roll each one out the exact same way. I think I only show one being rolled out here, but I've got my little mini French rolling pin. Those are my favorite. This one's short, so it fits in my smaller kitchen, but or if you have a smaller space, it's kind of nice. So just roll that on out, and I will leave links below, by the way, for some of these things in the description below, so always check that out. So thankful that you could join me today, and I hope you're having a great day. All right, rolling, rolling, rolling. Doesn't have to be a perfect shape. We're just getting it to a rectangle-ish shape, picking it up there and letting it stretch in a pizza dough sort of method, and letting gravity pull that down. And then tightly on the long side, tightly as you can, roll that up. And then sort of pinch down the ends there just to kind of help shape that up. This is not perfection, folks, as you can see. And then we're just going to slash with a very sharp knife, just quickly, 3 slashes on top. And you're going to do that, like I said, with both. Put those on parchment paper, and then we're going to cover that back up with a towel and let it go for its second rise. And this is important. So once you shape the dough, it needs to do that second rise for about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how warm. You might need more or less than that. All right, when that's done rising, we've got an egg wash with the egg and about a tablespoon of water, or you could just do an egg yolk. And then I'm just going to brush that right on everywhere there's a surface, and make sure you get the sides and the ends and in the nooks and crannies there. And then we're going to put one of my favorite toppings you can get at Trader Joe's, or you can make it yourself with like sesame seeds, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper. But it's an everything but the bagel seasoning that, like I said, I got at Trader Joe's, and I'm going to use that. You could put whatever on top, though. You could just put salt, sesame seeds, garlic powder, whatever flavoring profile you're going for there. But this one's super tasty. And so it's nice. It makes 2 loaves. You can eat one now and freeze one later for later. You can use these. You can split them open and use them for like making French bread pizza. Here they are after. I was tapping on it there. Bread, when you tap on it, has that nice hollow sound, and you know it's done and baked and fluffy inside. And that egg yolk really helps give not only color, but kind of a tougher surface. Not tough, but tougher than just the soft outside of a bread. And here you can see the inside. Thank you so much for joining me, guys, today. I really hope you try this recipe out. If you have any questions, let me know below. See ya.